If you're a service professional or a coach and you're already making money, but content creation is starting to feel heavy, it's starting to feel random and kind of chaotic, and you're getting tired of posting content without a clear path to clients, then this video is for you. But if you're trying to go viral, become an influencer, or chase views, then it probably isn't. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through something called the dead simple funnel. It's how we turn content into conversations and into clients. And I'm gonna break down all the details of exactly how it works and how you can implement it yourself. And the best part is you don't need a lot of followers. My motto is small audience, big money. Let's go. Let's talk about Sarah. She's a business coach who coaches female entrepreneurs. She's from New Zealand, but she lives in Thailand. Super cool backstory. The thing is, when she came to me, she was using the same pattern for content creation that all the other coaches and service providers are doing today. So let me show you what it used to look like. So here's basically how it broke down. She was recording long form content like podcasts and interviews with her clients, and she was taking that long form video and then handing it off to her VA. Now her VA was gonna edit the videos and cut it up into shorts and short clips for Reels and TikTok. And then she would take that and then upload it to YouTube, to Facebook, to X, to LinkedIn, to TikTok, pretty much everywhere it could go. So what she had here was a lot of content, but she had very little engagement. And that's the problem she was facing when she first got in touch with me. She actually told me once that she had almost no idea where the videos were going or how much engagement they were getting because she wasn't tracking it. Does that sound familiar to you? So then we had a conversation and I shared with her what are the benchmarks for the clients in my system. So it's really simple. For every $1 spent, we wanna make sure that we are getting $10 back. So this is ads, this is boosts and things like that. And this only works now if you are using a proper system. And that's what we call the dead simple funnel. And that's what I shared with her and helped her to put into her systems. This is not gonna happen overnight, but it will happen predictably if you follow the plan. Gone are the days where you can just run an ad straight to your product, make a sale, and make a decent profit. That's kind of like wishing that you bought Bitcoin when it was under $1. Those days are gone. Let's talk about what works today. You see, the problem Sarah was facing was not the volume of content because she had a ton of it going out. The real problem was she had lack of precision and she didn't have the systems to turn all that volume of content into conversations and sales. And once Sarah understood this, then everything changed. So I'm gonna break down what is the dead simple funnel and how does it work. The simplest way to describe it is that there's 3 stages. Number 1, we want to get attention through content, whether paid or organic. Then we want to get people into conversations from social media, one-on-one human conversations, and then we want to end up with happy clients who are happy to pay you money for your services or your product. You might look at this and say, yeah, I understand all this, but it's just not working for me. And the reason it's probably not working is that right here is the biggest gap. How are you gonna get people from watching your videos to actually having a conversation? This is where something called the bridge comes in. I spelled that wrong. Don't mind me. Bridge content was the key ingredient that was missing to take people from here to here, because once you get people in a chat, it's pretty obvious how to get them onto a sales conversation. So let's talk about bridge content. That gap between a viewer on social media and somebody trusting you enough to have a conversation is bigger than most people realize. A lot of people think that when they get a like or a comment, then automatically that person is a lead and they should chase them and convert them. But the reason it doesn't work is because that person doesn't trust you. There's 1,000 other people just like you, and most likely they don't know who you are. So we need to fix that with the bridge content, and this is also how we hide the funnel in plain view right on your social media. Let me break it down for you. So here's what the bridge looks like. So first of all, we have an invite ad. The invite ad is a very specific scripted ad that's gonna go out and it's gonna be shown to people who are not in your audience yet and invite them to follow you on social media. The exact words are very important so that the AI knows who to target. Now, once people come and follow you on social media, there's a few important things. We gotta have something called the new client walkthrough. What this looks like is it starts with, when you hire me to accomplish X, then here's exactly what's gonna happen. It helps people to start picturing themselves as your client, and it also handles objections before they ever get on a sales call. The other thing it does is people might not even know that you have a service to sell, and it makes it really obvious. You wanna pin this right here to the top. The other one is your origin story. Now, the reason the origin story is important, even if your origin story has nothing to do with the business that you're working on right now, is that they see you as a real human, a real person. They understand the struggles you went through. They understand the victories that you've had. You also get to brag about accomplishments that you're really, really proud of. You want to put that right there and pin these two to the top. These are the 2 bits of bridge content. If you want to check out an example, follow me on Instagram and look at those 2 pin posts. Now, what's the third part of the bridge? What we need is a great VSL, a video sales letter. Now, in my world, we use something called the 10-step ladder. You just get on a custom GPT, it's gonna ask you and interview a bunch of questions, and it's gonna script out something that's between 5 and 10 minutes, and that's gonna be right here. That link is gonna jump to a video, which is then gonna get them to decide whether or not they want to get into your calendar and have a conversation with you about hiring you for what you do best. Answer me honestly, how many clients do you actually want? 10, 15, 20, 50, maybe 100? Most service professionals think they need to reach everybody, but really their ideal customers are a very, very small amount of people. You don't need to reach tens of millions of people. You don't need to go viral. What you need is extreme clarity. You need people to see the new client walkthrough. What exactly is it like to work with you? They need to see your origin story. Why are you somebody they should care about and listen to? And once you have this in place and working, you're gonna start seeing leads come in every single day, and you can choose who you wanna work with. You don't need more virality. What you need is more clarity, both in your own head about the strategy you're using and outwards on social media about what you do, who you are, and why anybody should give a damn. And if you ever got burned out creating content before, it's probably because you didn't have the right system, you didn't have the right process, and you weren't clear to yourself or to your audience on exactly why they should work with you. The best part about this is that you don't need a big audience. My motto is this: small audience, big money. And when you build your dead simple funnel the way that I show here, you're gonna be able to accomplish this even with a tiny audience. I need to make a confession. The truth is, I only have about 8,000 followers on Instagram. I've got barely 8,000 on my Facebook profile and maybe about 1,000 on YouTube. You could just look down below and tell me what that number is right now. But with that small audience, I was able to build a 7-figure agency. I was able to build a 7-figure coaching business, and I just exited another business for video equipment for multiple 7 figures. Off the back of just about 8,000 people, 16,000 across multiple platforms. So if you think you need the millions of followers in order to make your millions of dollars, you can just take that idea and shove it wherever you want to shove it. What you want to think is small audience, but the right audience equals big money if you're doing it right. I'll tell you what, if you're a service professional or if you're a coach and you're starting to feel that the content is heavy, it's random, and it's exhausting, and you're wondering if it's even worth going, I created a special gift just for you, completely free. It's linked right down below. It's a full-on tutorial on how to build and install the dead simple funnel hidden in plain view on your social media. I've also included worksheets and custom GPTs to make it absolutely as easy as possible for you to get this right the first time. What I'm trying to do here on my YouTube channel is to help service professionals and coaches with small audiences to make big money. So if you got any value from this, or even one thing that you can use, do me a favor, click like and subscribe, because I'm gonna be creating more just like this and I don't want you to miss the next one.